When mankind discovered it, it was a miracle. When people began to use it, it was a blessing. It was the foundation for kingdoms and metropolises. The loss of it brought poverty, ruin, and grief. Blood was spilled because of it, and empires and cities collapsed. It quickly spread all over the globe. It provides well-being, wealth, and happiness. Then they changed everything, and nothing is the way it used to be. They try to keep it in the shadows, but the sparkle of it is always available for us.
My name is Perla Jurado from El Paso, Texas.
Hello, I'm Tom Lopez from El Paso, Texas.
My name is Dr. Greg Gary. I'm from Vancouver, Canada.
My name is Rodney Roach. I'm from the United States, in a small little city called Dunkirk in the state of Maryland.
My name is Samantha Babs, and I am from the Bahamas.
How would you like to help the world save gold by the gram? I'd never seen anything like it. And I already understood the power of gold and how important it was for people to have gold.
And I've been an entrepreneur since the age of 22, so I've never had a 9-to-5 job.
I wanted to be able to build my business around my daughter's schedule. I saw the opportunity to be able to save in gold. It just made sense.
I'm always looking for ways for my money to work for me. And so I said, definitely I want to save in gold.
Not everybody is happy with just going after money. Some people need their lives to be actually changed. You probably either felt just stagnant in life and you just didn't know what to do, or maybe you feel uncertain right now. You've had some deal of success and you're just uncertain about what to do, or you've tried several types of businesses and you might have just been unsuccessful. And so that's where I was. I found myself going from one opportunity to the next, and obviously in those type of businesses, you find your businesses going up and down. And so as I was going through all of this, I learned a lot about personal growth and self-development. And it brought me to a point where somebody actually shared Karatbars with me. And a gentleman by the name of Andre Bearstop. And once he shared this with me, I was looking for, a way that I can diversify my money and put it into something else than just the stock market. And he asked me, did you have any gold? And I said, no, I don't have any gold. And so I got excited about what he shared with me. And this was back in June of 2017. And I just started out just to start saving gold, but then I saw the vision and the mission of Dr. Harold Sykes, and his mission was to get gold to the people, at affordable price. And I said, well, you know what? I can share this with others.
Well, it was actually a funny story. Somebody came and brought the business from Los Angeles to my mother, and my mother saw it. My mother used to travel a lot, where she would maybe be in home, El Paso, Texas, about 2-3 days out of the month. Well, this gentleman showed it to my mother. My mother was literally leaving to the airport. And when she saw it, she said, you know what, it sounds extremely interesting. Go show it to my ex-husband. So her ex-husband, my dad, of course, so they show it to my father. He signs up immediately. He's the smartest man in the world. He signs up his ex-wife and then his wife. So his organization consists of his ex-wife and his wife. And then he calls me for about 2-3 months. He called me and called me and called me and called me, and I was busy. And I told him, you know what, I'm busy. I don't have time to go look at anything. I don't want to look at anything. I'm not the type to go in front of people and start talking. That's not what I wanted to do ever again. So I told him, no, I'm fine. But then we were going to take the girls to Disneyland. And the week before that or so, he says, hey, let's go have some breakfast. And I guess he knows my soft point. So we go and have some breakfast. And when I get there, of course, there's 2 other people sitting with him next to on the breakfast table. And I'm like, oh man, he got me. So I sat down, I saw the information. I immediately signed up. I did not tell her. We go to Disneyland, we come back, and I tell her, hey, you know what? You should go see that thing my dad's doing. It sounds like it's interesting. She goes to 5 events, 5 presentations, listens to the information. And on the 5th event, I get out of work early and I go and I meet her there. And then the gentleman says, hey, if you sign up, he's gonna make money. I'm like, oh, I was in the doghouse.
About 6 years ago, a gentleman in my church came up to me and he showed me this credit card with a chip of gold in it. And he said, how would you like to help the world save gold by the gram? I'd never seen anything like it. And I already understood the power of gold and how important it was for people to have gold. So once I confirmed the integrity of Karatbars, I said, yeah, I want to get involved. And so there began the journey, and I began building teams who would go out into the world and spread the good news about what Karatbars was doing.
I guess some of the biggest challenges were you would share with persons that you thought would be interested, that you thought that they would see it like you, but they didn't join. And so it kind of discouraged you, but you just realized maybe it's not their time, maybe it's not for them, but you have to understand what you want. So I understood what I wanted. And so I said, you know what? Maybe it's not for them, so I'm gonna keep on. And I stayed plugged in. Oh, that is so important. Staying plugged into the right team, to the information, and that made a difference for me to not get to lose the oomph to go forward. I still persevered, I still went forward and shared this awesome opportunity of Karatbars.
Well, the biggest challenge was that Karatbars, it's different. It's not like a regular multi-level marketing company where you could see everybody in your downline and you could see everything that they're doing and their production. It's different, right? It's gold we're working with. There's confidentiality and all that stuff. So it's very different. And at the beginning was just not knowing. I mean, there was no system really in place, no way to duplicate. So, and then the person that we would communicate with, we used to communicate with, just disappeared. They just completely disappeared out of the world, right? They quit the business, and I had to figure out, I was just trying to figure out and find out and emailing here and there, and it was just hard, the communication at that time, you know? But I believed in it. I believed just in the whole mission of the company, and we stuck with it.
So when I first started in Karatbars, you know, I'm an educational professional. So I tried to go and educate everybody. Not necessarily the best way to go. So I went to my upline leader and I said, how do I do this? And she gave us a simple 3-step process. Show a video, do a 3-way call, let me do the talking. Well, I was used to doing the talking, but whenever I tried to do the talking, guess what? It didn't work. There's something about having a third-party credibility. And also, if I'm the guy doing all the education, that's not duplicatable. What is duplicatable? Showing a video, showing a little bit of education, 3-way call, let the system do the work. That's how I got started. I really didn't know what I was doing. I just followed my upline. So if you're somebody who is trying to become the expert in order to go out into the world and do this, it's not going to work. All you need to do is from your heart, share this truth with the systems that have already been put in place by Karatbars and these teams?
Most of the challenges that you face is just rejection. Being able to open up your mouth and want to be able to share with people. And once you understand that this is more of an emotional roller coaster, you tend not to get so upset if somebody doesn't want to participate with you. But what I decided to do is create massive action. And so in order for me to get beyond those ups and downs, get beyond people who may not want to join me, then that just simply meant I had to share this with more people. And by increasing my numbers, I was able to overcome whether or not somebody's going to get in, whether or not somebody's going to join. But more importantly, once everybody recognized that at the end of the day, if I did absolutely nothing but save gold, I'd rather have a garage full of gold, this is what Ty Best says all the time, instead of a garage full of products that taste funny, I didn't lose weight with, and something that just expires or I can't get rid of.
So if you're at the beginning of your Karatbars journey, you kind of feel like a baby almost. You know, you don't really understand everything. You don't know what to say. That's okay. You're on a team, and all that team wants is for you to succeed. So again, follow the system. Don't be concerned about how you feel or if you're nervous or if you're doing it wrong. Just keep following the system. Just keep checking in with the person who's supporting you. And I tell you, it will come to fruition. This entity called Karatbars is meant for success. You are in something that is a game changer for the world. And it is actually easy if you follow the system.
It's kind of like when you get on a roller coaster and the ride starts off slow because you're climbing that hill. But once you get to the top of the hill, you can really start to see, if you look over, all the wonderful things that are surrounded in that park. And that's how Karatbars is. Once you get to the top of the hill, you can start to see all the wonderful things that Karatbars offers. And then things really start to take off. So initially it may be a little slow, but I guarantee you, if you give yourself time to succeed, give your business time to succeed, you'll have a great deal of success as well.
I think the tip number one is you have to go VIP. You have to maximize the compensation plan, take full advantage of it. Tip number two, don't miss any events, whether they're your local events, regional events, international events. If the corporation, the company Karatbars puts out incentives for like Gold Director Elite Summits like these, you're able to attend them, do whatever you gotta do, just be in every event possible. Don't ever miss them, whether they're just simple team huddle calls on Monday nights or whenever they are in your area. Just stay plugged in. That's definitely the biggest tip that there can be. And as far as running with the business, just literally, like they say, put your blindfolders on, focus one way and just keep on running.
Well, we have been in Karatbars for 4.5 years now. We are both Gold Director Elite 3s, both of us, because we are always competing against each other within our teams. So we are both Gold Director Elite 3, and we are full-time in Karatbars.
Karatbars is the vehicle that can bring your dreams to a reality. Think big, stay plugged in, and know your why.
Wow, great!